All right, guys, so this is a new one, and we're going to go into those savings challenges. I kind of ended up with some goals, and I'm forecasting, and I came up with a couple, not just for my home, but also my business. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go over what I have. This is going to be my credit card challenge. Um, Remember that I wanted to get out of debt. I really need to do that because we went over and only $12 of my $308 payment goes towards my balance. Everything else is interest. So I definitely need to get that. I'm going to do the Dave Ramsey method, smallest to largest. I do have another one that's 600 and change. So I'm going to do those. And what I ended up doing is taking all the transactions that I did. And that's how I'm going to be putting them towards it. So that's how I'm going to do that challenge. But I do have a couple of things that popped up because I forgot to forecast. I'm going to try to see what birthdays I remember for next month in December and things like that. Guys, when you're on debt programs that you're trying to execute, for instance, getting out or working your credit thing, you really have to give your dollars a placement. So these are the two challenges that I have, and I labeled them. You could also find the printable versions of these. I didn't laminate this one because I had just needed some, but hey, it came in handy. Whatever. I could always print out some more. And I have an emergency fund and cushion fund. There's a couple of other ones that it comes with, even coffee time. It's super cute. Check them out in my Etsy shop. Now, I already have $70 for Tiny Lady's birthday. And I figured out where I'm going to take them out from. I am going to have to cash fund these goals, these expenses, because I did not prepare myself. So I got to be on top of this. Um, the violin, because my son wants to do strings, and that is my goal. My number one priority are these two people. They're really, really important in my life. So I want to show them. And we're doing this on a budget, and they love me. So they're okay with it. Parking, I was able to figure that out as well. So my three top goals should be able to be funded. Not only on top of that, I also had another challenge for myself was to pay that interest amount that they charge me on the low balance for the extra. So at least it stays that same balance and I'm paying whatever I can. This is the transactions that I'm going to be crossing off as I go. So little by little, it'll be coming, and it should be hopefully done by the end of the year because inflation has really, really taking its toll. But we're doing things about it, and that's what matters. It doesn't matter how, just 1% each day really helps you in the long run. So a couple of things that we have is right off the bat, I'm going to go with Tiny Ladies. Now, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and move these because right now, yes, it's important, but this is more the priorities. And I've already labeled the priorities. If you want, I love laminating them because you could always reuse them. This is my first priority, and I already have 70. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 7, 1. Now you can make them all pretty, but at the moment I'm doing this quickly because, you know, for time's sake. Anywho, I was going to be able to get $30 from food. So 20, 30. So that still leaves me, guys, with plenty of my food budget. And I was able to cash fund for my friends. We're going to do savings. Okay. And it was 30. It goes 900. So this is I used this for my birthday fund, and I thought it was so pretty. So I've officially named it my birthday envelope. So whoever's birthday I just think it's so cheery. So I'm done with that. Ooh, no, I'm not. Just kidding. On a regular note, if I was having like the challenge, I would be stuffing them in here. But because it's tomorrow, we're good. And if I end up finding where I can save a little bit more, that would be great too. But I'm not stressed about it. She is a very, very loving, low maintenance friend. Just such a caring person. It's the thought that counts with her. I love that about her. Violin. Now, the violin, since remember it comes back to this category, is technically tied as well to my roomie. But because it's such an important factor in my life financially, it has its own envelope, but it goes under one category. And he shares, so he has two different ones, random things, and I gotta get him, make sure that he ain't out here free willy-nilly. We're gonna go ahead and we have $300 right now because he's half and half. I put $70 away. So 70 times 2 is 140. That's what I'm going to take out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. That's all I need. I have this at my disposal. I can go right now, get that out of the way as well before I pick them up. and spend the weekend together. Yes. So, here we go. Oh, and he's got 5s. So, my 5 and 1s, I don't like to touch his. I feel like this is for him. It helps me budget. The other 5 and 1s are coming from other, like food, fun, miscellaneous, gas, if I ever use it, but things like that. 5s and 1s that come from this envelope, that envelope, funds any sinking funds that I need for that guy. What we're going to do is we're still going to divide it. Now we have 20, 40, 60, 81. $160. Jesus. All right. So 160. I have the 100. So I'm going to cash fund it. And label it fun. So that's once I did that, I'm going to go ahead and since we finished that one, what is this? What is this? Okay, well, she's done in a way, but I'm going to do this, stuff it, and we're going to do the violin. $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100. Would I put more? Probably, because we're going to rent it for the first year. That's what they recommend, since we don't really know if he's going to keep up with it. Now, so it's 200. Silly. 9, 8. So we checked. Now we have $50. Once again, I'm breaking my rule, but because this is important, like he's a team player. we are team players in this household. So, inflation. We have the $50. So that I do have cushion. I have two cushions. I have one that's 150 and then I have another one that's 166. But I'm really trying not to touch them. So I was able to cash fund it from here. This is going to be this silly tax. You know, this is a silly tax that we had to pay because why would you get a parking ticket? It said no parking. And anywho. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to label it parking. So this is great. I am done with the 3 goals that I have, right? I think. So this is the rest of my daycare fund. I'm gonna do okay. What we're gonna do is get the 5 and we're gonna fund his. This is his sinking fund, nobody else's, because it did come from his. I try my best. I don't always put all of them, but the majority, at least I try. From time to time, this is what I have to do. This is what I call robbing Peter to pay Paul. I have $10 here. Ooh, I'm gonna need you know what? I'm not gonna do that. This guy, he needs my next one is Halloween costume. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't have one for Halloween, which I think I'm gonna do one, maybe a seasonal one. I know that there's plenty out there, but we'll see what I come up with. Super excited because the holidays are coming around. I do have my sinking fund for Christmas. The next one's Turkey Day. That was another thing that came up when I was forecasting what holidays. So I'm gonna label it for now. Oh yeah? Anywho. And then I have 10. So, misspelled it, but I'm going to go back anyways. Okay. Sinking fund. 9, 8, 10. Since I don't know how to spell it. Spooky. I'm a horrible speller, as you can see. Equals 140. Here we go. Oh, this was from food. So I like to label where they're coming from as well. 8. So violin fund came from daycare. And that's savings. Then we had also parking fund came from daycare. That's savings. Maybe I should put transfer. I think that's what I'm gonna do. 50. Then we have last one, which is, I'm gonna label them holiday here. So I could create one category for holidays. Fund. And that was also daycare. And that's savings. So now between my savings or my transferring, cash funding, it's more like a cash funding. I'm going to go ahead and fix that later, but that's what I have so far for playing. And I will be completely out. Daycare would be out. Those are my sinking funds that I have. I still have quite a bit in the light. So that gives me a little bit of wiggle room so I can save up for expenses that I am seeing in the front. Now I have $90 left for the lights. There was a challenge that I wanted, and that was to pay the interest extra on my Capital One. So out of the 90, I need 15. I need 15. I don't have any extra, so that kind of forces me to, so now I have 70. Goes 70. The reason why I paused is because the way it's gonna look on here, because I want to track it, it's 9, 8, and we're gonna go what did I do? There was one where okay, so I put them as transfers. What was this one? This was Capital One interest, which is going to be a transfer. That's going to be $15. We have another one, but this is going to be the Capital One challenge. Also a transfer. $5, because I'm going to take that 20. So that still leaves me the 70. I think I did a great financial stride. I know it may not seem a lot. You're probably thinking, oh, dude, but you still have 70. You should be more disciplined. I know, and I'm trying. These are attainable goals for me right now. And I think that's the most important. If you haven't listened to Jordan Peterson, I suggest you go run. And when you're driving or just sitting down, listen to some of, he's a psychologist of behavioral science and, just really, really intelligent, good problem solving insight. It's helped me a lot. This started because I was listening to him constantly for about a week, and I just feel that I am going to be catapulted into some direction. I just don't know which one, but I know it's going to be a great one. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, it might be in here. So it was a credit card challenge, and I would have put the 5 here, but since I don't have any change, I am going to fill it out. And I'm going to do that in red because debt is bad. The closest I got is a 4. So that's what we're doing here. And I'm going to deposit this in another one. That's the Halloween. And then this is this fund. I have gas still. And those are the goals that I have. I've completed them. Please let me know what goals you have, what sinking funds, what challenges, savings challenges that you are doing, and what are some of the challenges that you're facing. Mine is keeping track with my spending. I really fumbled the ball there. But hopefully with working on myself and learning some new skills, I'll definitely get somewhere. Thank you. And like I said, in a world full of pendejos, go ahead and be a chingon. All right. Bye.